Last time, on the Adventures of Gaia, the crew fought off the horrible sea hags. After bandaging up the captain, Shiny scanned the sea and found an energy signature worth investigating. He turned into a submarine, thankfully that only fit me and the doctor, cause the captain's crazy. And we descended into the deep. We encountered some scary sea creatures, and then we saw it. The GRS Archon. Seems the captain was right. Its nose was blown off, but otherwise seemed intact. Shiny tried to dock with the ship, but then, all of a sudden, Shiny went dark, and we started sinking as the cabin filled with water.
Poppy, you're clustered in a dark, metallic room. There's sirens going whoop, 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 whoop. As you list to the side, drifting down, you can hear groaning metal and metal scraping on the outside of your submergible submarine, aka Mr. Shiny. Red lights and klaxons are going off inside. All these red exclamation marks and nothing but those are going up on the screen. They're like plastering over each other like some kind of computer error. You're bumping into Gideon, who's bumping into you. Gideon's form is quite large, of course, giant goat, 7-foot goat man with a cybernetic chassis. And his dead goat eyes are looking at you and a tongue sticking out. He's leaning on you. You're listering down into the depths. The pressure increases on the metal. Some water starts to spray inside.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, blink appears.
Oh, good. It's crowded more.
Like a twister in between all you guys. And she says,
"Oh, hi."
Perfect. Okay, blink. You find yourself in what I just described. Kari goes, "Oh, shit.
Are you in trouble, Poppy?"
No. Mm-mm.
Yes.
No, it's all good. Do you think you have magical powers to repower Shiny?
We're in Shiny.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're at the bottom of
as the water hits them in the face.
He's broken. I point to all the warning screens.
Okay, all of a sudden you hear this, and the screen goes bloop. It says rebooting. ... And you see this little C drive come up, like ... And it's like 10%, 12%, 24%.
Can I type run Shiny go?
Okay, you type in run Shiny go. Goes executing Shiny. Okay, this little
Shiny
pixelated Shiny goes. He starts powering up. He's got 20% power.
Can I please have +1 to my biotech?
+1 to biotech.
Because it's 2.
Yes. You see, it says counting coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Coins are counted. Okay, so the power comes on and you start driving around again. You're all kind of bumping each other. This thing was tight with the 7-foot Gideon to begin with. Now with Blink's androgynous form intertwined between you, it's rather personal. Let's just put it that way. Okay, Mr. Shiny goes. You start driving back towards the.
Maybe not a good idea. Not that hole that kicked us out.
Is there still water coming into the Shiny?
Boink, no, it stopped. You see, you just water up to your ankles a bit, sloshes around.
I've discovered I don't like water.
Blink will try to drink the water.
Oh, Blink, no. I just put my elbow out so they can't get to the water.
It goes down like this. It tries to get the water. And it's like,
slap it.
No.
Stop it.
Blink.
+2, Blink.
Is it salty?
Yeah, there's water all over the place because it was sloshing, so you get a little bit off of Poppy's arm. Actually, yeah, it's salt water.
Oh, okay.
I want to know if the drinking was like, oh, okay, I'll get rid of the water, or like, I should learn more about things, or if the thought process was literally just like, there's water right there, and I'm not knowing.
You will never know.
I think that all are equally plausible, and I think I've answered my own question. Anyways,
you're not entirely sure. Truth be told, okay, here is the diagram of the GRS Archon destroyer class ship, which again was sunk You guys are trying to get access to, if I recall correctly, it was the computer core here, yes?
Yeah, but it blasted us out, so let's not go there again.
Indeed. So you're kind of floating around. Now, this is what it looks like top down. It listed onto its side and sunk into the sediment. Not sentiment. It didn't sink into sentiment.
It was kind of cool if it did, though.
It would.
You know, poetically speaking, maybe. Metaphorically speaking, it's sunk into sentiment.
Poppy considers writing a poem.
Great.
Archon, sunk into sentiment. Stop writing odes. It's sunk in the sediment. And almost halfway. And so it's kind of interesting to try to navigate up to it because it's totally kind of listed on its side. But there is this, what Shiny did think was an escape hatch in this area here. Can you guys see my mouse?
Yeah.
And so in this area here is what was some kind of ventral heat port or some kind of escape hatch he thought he could use. But it seems like there's some kind of shield still activated in the ship. Gideon and Poppy, you can roll PR.
I have biotech now at 2.
You can add that to your PR roll.
Whoa!
84, which makes it.
Yeah, my PR's 216 and I rolled a 40, so...
It occurs to you that if some of these, the shields are still working, and that's a pretty, that's a power hog. Shields would be quite a power hog. Yeah. So if the shields are still working, that probably means a lot of the ship systems are still working, including possibly perhaps some of the defense systems, maybe even personnel systems, anti-intruder systems, but also the nice juicy systems that you might want to pirate and sell. So it's kind of a good news, bad news.
Sell.
Sort of a good news, bad news scenario.
Okay.
Except we can't get to it.
Where are we?
The bottom of some water. We're trying not to think about the water, or the monsters, or the sea hags.
I've never met a sea hag.
Don't want to, the grody. You missed it. Where were you?
Oh, you know. With Kare.
Kare says, make something up.
Oh, not with Kare.
Another +1.
Poppy's about to be like, doctor, and then remembers, the doctor. Oh, I'm gonna die down here. Okay.
Okay, you see Shiny's reformulating. And it seems like Mr. Shiny's found a couple places where he thinks he can get access.
Okay.
You see this comes up on the screen. Brings it in. The closest one to you is number 21 over here, which you see is the radio telescope. He thinks he can get access to the radio telescope room and get you guys in that way.
Okay.
You want to go that way, or do you want to try something else?
Well, if that's what he thinks best, can he sense the whatever shot us out, if that's there? Something activated. So is that contiguous around the ship, or?
It's only around the vital systems.
Is the telescope vital?
No, the telescope is not vital.
Good. Let's go there. Who cares about the stellars?
System. So it's around... well, indeed, who cares about spying on Geisans? They would have used that to spy on Geisans.
Oh.
The engines, the computer core, the bridge systems, the weapon systems. This kind of section here is kind of protected by a shield.
I forgot what we were going after in the thing that spit us out, but
Points.
You're going for the
right.
Mr. Shiny. Good memory there, Gideon. +1. Mr. Shiny had detected a power signature very similar to his coins, his Gaia's game coins.
Then let's get into that telescope hole. Great. It's closer. Let's go there.
Okay, Mr. Shiny goes, boop, starts going towards number 21 here. Just in the dust and the silt, you could barely see it out of the window. He's augmenting the vision with a schematic overlay and some other things he can scan in. He comes over. You see, there's a kind of a rooftop kind of canopy that can be retracted so that the telescope can be brought out. Mr. Shiny goes, these kind of two big, like, kind of arms come out, two joysticks come out, with, like, red lights on top of them. You can power them, or Mr. Shiny can work his own arms. Which do you guys prefer?
Shiny knows where his butt is. It might be better for him to power himself.
Yeah.
When in doubt, take your own stick.
+1. All right. Okay. Mr. Shiny goes blurp, blurp, and you see the joysticks start moving around. He takes his own stick. Blurp, blurp, the joysticks start moving around. You see the metal arms kind of dig into the silt. The silt kind of goes and billows out and just makes it completely blind, impossible to see anything. But you see through the billowing gray these blue computery lines of his arms and the schematic he has. And you see him hear the wrenching sound. He's wrenching open the canopy. And then you feel yourself moving forward. You feel a metal scraping on the sides of Mr. Shiny. And you float into, you kind of float into, which you're guessing is inside the ship. It's kind of hard to see. You see the giant radio telescope. It is a little bit damaged. It's listing slightly on its side. It's a very powerful, top tier kind of machinery. All the garden machinery is, of course.
Is this section, is this space have water in it? I thought it was, I guess it does now.
Now it
does now, yeah. It got flooded in when Mr. Shiny opened it.
Right.
He then goes to the back, the very back of the compartment. There's just like kind of like some kind of elevator tube. He goes down kind of to the bottom of it. And you hear some like magnetic seal kind of. You guys are kind of listed on the side because he took the top hatch and he kind of turned it around. You guys kind of all go and kind of fall on each other.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay.
Shiny, can you open? Let us out.
Blop, blop.
You really smell like Gaia's cell doctor.
Mm-hmm. There are worse smells in this world, Poppy. Let's just remember that.
+1, Doctor, +1. For someone who had to cut open bowels, you know very well there are worse smells in this world.
There are much worse smells.
Not right now, there isn't.
Okay, you see some lights going off and some like metal pieces going. Some sparks are going. He's trying to both hack the security systems and from going off and cut his way into it as simultaneously. Okay, you see that the inside of Shiny shifts. So you're sitting straight looking at it.
Oh,
you see, nice. He kind of shape shifts the inside so that you can see a couple things you might want to take with you. So he makes the sub into some kind of like ready room now, where there's no chairs anymore.
No.
But yeah, Pop, you have to stand up. You're kind of like, aha. But
and my
you see
boots
the remaining
are wet
grenades
again.
that were not used that you picked up from beer bowls are there.
Wait a minute. My boots are wet again.
Yes. Bah, bah, bah. Little hair dryer comes out, boom, starts blowing, kind of like a hand dryer in a bathroom, kind of starts blowing hot air on you.
Like a really weak one.
yeah, it's like barely blowing on you.
Thanks for carrying, Shiny.
He has 5 of those grenades left. Who knows what happened with the rest of them?
He probably ate them.
He probably consumed them. Yes, that's a good guess. Okay, you see the schematic come up, kind of like a hologram in front of you. Zero. You see yourselves kind of here where my cursor is trying to get in, and you notice across these tubes, you see an energy signature glowing at number 2, energy signature glowing at number 23. Boop, kind of blinking, bleep, bleep, and a big energy signature glowing at number 20. Blop, 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 blop.
Oh, like the coins?
22 and 23 are different energy signatures.
We don't want them all right now.
22 is blue, 23 is red, and 20 is yellow.
Ooh. I feel
That's a bad color.
Yeah, I feel blue is good.
Blue is a good color.
You look, you press the hologram, Poppy, bloop, and 22 says Captain's Quarters.
Ooh! Maybe he had good
That
stuff.
does sound like the place to check out. Let's do that.
So after a while, and the metal piece kind of falls, comes in. You see these little things inside kind of disintegrate it and turns into pixels and kind of gets infused in the rest of Shiny. So he ate a little circle like this, that you can get through. It's going to be a tight squeeze for you, Doctor, being a 7-foot tall goat man with a metal torso that doesn't contract at all. You'll barely fit through. But you see it opens up, and you smell a musty kind of cold air, but it opens up into the back of some kind of a shaft that goes left and right as far as you can see. And if you tilted your head like this, you realize, oh yeah, that's an elevator shaft. It would go up and down, but because of things on its side, it's going left and right. You see there's kind of recessed panels where there's door hatches that have closed to your right and to your left. So you can't go much further to your left. It kind of caps off in about 10 feet, but you can go to your right.
But the left is, I think, the way we want to go.
Or at least straight ahead, depending how it's...
You would want to go straight ahead, actually, if you could, but it's solid metal.
Oh.
So Shiny goes, blip, blip.
Shiny, what is on the other side of... And then Gideon walks up, squeezes into the elevator shaft.
You go, clunk, clunk.
Squeezes a
Yep.
a
It's
vague
cold.
term.
You hear like a weird kind of sound from off in the distance. It's cold and dark.
Shiny, what's on the other side of this wall? And then he taps on the other side, straight across.
Okay, through. He shows you the hologram again.
Okay.
But it looks like there's a bulkhead, and then there's another elevator shaft you'd have to go through.
So we'd have to go down and around.
Well,
So then the red signature is in the crew quarters?
It is number 23.
My question is, however, then the stuff in the crew quarters and the captain's place is just like Captain Chotsky's, I don't know, they picked up on their tour. It's not a powerful signature.
The Gaia crystals, when it's inert and stored, it doesn't give off an energy signature.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I was confused.
Not a problem. So
I'm
what?
still confused. No, it's good.
That's because you were just materialized.
Okay.
I have no excuse.
All right. Blink. You hear? Blink. Blink.
What?
See to it that they acquire the extra coin and give it to Poppy. No, Shiny. Yeah, that's it. Shiny.
Shiny wants a coin, right?
Check mark goes bloop.
We should get it. Maybe it's not worth going down the whole elevator. Maybe we should just get the coin.
Okay, so Gideon and Poppy look at you, like, the look that they give you. Gary says, say, or something, or like that, maybe.
Or something, or like that, maybe.
Very good.
Blink, I don't know if you've had any experience with piracy before, but usually the goal is not just one singular item, but instead...
We're pirates?
Anyway.
That sounds like fun!
Excellent. I'm gonna hit my mic. Excellent. That's not the worst way you could have responded. The goal of piracy is usually to obtain as much as you can from a wreck, not just one thing, so...
But the coin is good for Shiny, right? It helps him, he eats it and it makes him better?
Yeah, yes.
So if Shiny is better, then we could steal more stuff.
Poppy's just kind of very casually unclipped her holsters.
Whoa.
So, Blink, how did you know that?
Well, last time I was with you, Gideon pulled a coin out of Shiny, and he got really mad. And then he put it back.
That did happen. I did take the coin when we were flying. Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your voices echo through the metallic crypt.
And mine is especially high-pitched.
1,000 feet under the sea.
Poppy, you do raise a point of Who did you say you work for?
Well, I don't work. I worship Kare.
Right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What do we, as Gideon and Poppy, what do we know about Kare other than
Yeah.
he exists?
According to this
So
crazy
this
person.
water starts to pour in between the seam, between
Of
Shiny
course.
and the door.
Oh,
He goes. You see, there's those arrows pointing, like lines, like "get out."
Man,
later.
it doesn't look like we have time to talk.
Gideon starts trekking down that elevator shaft then if
Wait.
water's coming.
How is Shiny getting in if there's a hole?
Mm.
Shiny, how are you getting in if there's a hole?
He puts up all these plans.
Okay,
Is
I
Shiny-
get in through the shaft.
Okay, you walk away and clink, clink, clink. Sees, and Blink, you already stepped out.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Shiny makes like a flat face and kind of fills it. You see like little clamps go on the side. See a face goes. It's just a shiny face in a circle.
So, Shiny, you have to stay here then.
Check mark.
Great.
Oh yeah, this is a great idea. Oh my goodness. I look at Blank. You can go first.
You hear suddenly echoing through the entire ship.
You interface with the computer. Well, that's helpful.
You see, like, there's a line with levels, and there's like level 1 to level 10. He goes, bloop. See, it's blinking like level 1. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yep, this is going great. This is great. Okay, my boots are wet. I start walking. Crazy person.
Okay, you have to watch. There's like grooves on the floor, which would have been on the wall for the elevator to go through. So you have to kind of step over those and watch kind of where you're going. Clunk, clink,
Okay.
clunk.
No, stupid. Okay.
All right. There's a kind of a weird, like a sound like that going through the ship. As you make your way down the shaft, on your right-hand side, you come to, there's a door. You tilt your head. It says something about radio telescope storage, sub parts or guardian spare parts or something. You keep going. You go on another floor. You see, it says weapon sublocker J
Ooh.
Alpha.
Can we get in there?
You could try and pull the doors open. Yeah.
Okay. I will do that with my mighty plyometric mass of 55.
Maybe all three of you working together could pull it open.
I was gonna say, I feel like if you could
try.
Gideon's probably not gonna. Metal hand is not gonna be as messed up by this failing as a flesh hand. So if Gideon like wedged a hand in there or something, or if we can't get it open.
Gideon being a doctor makes a valid medical point.
So Gideon wants to be used as a pry bar.
Essentially, that's the plan.
That's the plan B.
Does Gideon want to be used as a pry bar? No. Is there promise of something cool on the other side that's maybe worth it? Maybe.
So I guess I just try first, right? See if I can open it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Let Blink do it.
All right. What's your plyometric strength?
It's 54. It's not better.
What's your slow twitch strength? Your what I call
50.
that stat?
50, but I rolled a 48.
Okay, you go. It goes. Tick, 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 starts to open a bit, just like an inch. You hear smell the air kind of exchange.
I try to look through.
Okay, it's all you just. There's like klaxons going off. It's like all bathed in red. There's some stuff that is all attached to the walls. There's nothing on the floor, which would have been the wall. There's just cabinets on the wall, smooth floor, and cabinets on the roof.
Are there guns?
Looks like metal lockers. It could very well. It could very well be containing arms. Yeah.
So we would be walking on the lockers, right?
Yes, on the ground you would be, and you'd be grabbing them in the wall, and then you'd be, because it was like a U shape. So imagine a U on its side. You're walking in the middle of it.
Okay. But you said there are red, like, sirens going off or whatever?
There's red klaxons going off that light the inside of it, so it's lit in red light. So you could see, and Gideon, you can hear a lot of different stuff. In fact, what you're hearing again?
It is 151.
151.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, Gideon. As they're starting to get the door open, your ear kind of perks up, and down the shaft, echoing down the shaft, you could swear you're hearing. Well, let's just say some disconcerting noises. The occasional
Great.
sounds like maybe things moving very, very far away, echoing, but you can't tell. The whole ship is moving and shifting and compressing under the weight of the ocean above it.
Okay.
It's not as dead and as quiet down here as you would have imagined. Not for your acute hearing, anyway.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Okay, does anybody help Blink with the door?
Yeah, I'll help Blink with the door.
Gideon goes, oh.
What am I rolling for?
So to the left, that'll probably work better. I help. With advice.
Excellent, Poppy. Biometric mass or slow twitch?
You can do slow twitch because it's a slow lift. You can do whatever's better.
I rolled a 57 and mine is 63, so that makes it.
Okay, with both of you struggling together, you open up
guys.
the door.
Good job.
It kind of stops, but it's big enough that you could fit through.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I go in. Good job.
Poppy goes through sideways and
Blink
steps
watches, doesn't go in yet.
Does the door seem to be like if we leave it up, will it stay, or do we have to hold it?
It'll stay.
Okay.
You can let go a bit. It seems to be stuck there.
Yeah.
The wall seems to be, the very frame of the ship seems to be constricted, and so you've jammed it into metal. It's probably pinched.
Okay.
Now at this point.
Then yeah,
wait, Poppy, as soon as you get in, you realize you have about an 8-foot drop to the floor, which would have been the wall, because in this room, the door was in the middle. So
I thought the locker's right there to walk
You're
on.
going to just have to jump down 8 feet. So roll agility.
Oh, great. My agility is 165.
Yeah.
I rolled a 62.
Perfect.
Pew.
That's a critical. Okay, you jump down and with an echoing metal sound, you land on what looks like a weapons locker.
Ooh, guns. Okay, what's in
It says submachine gun, plasma.
Oh, great. Okay, open it.
Okay. You see, let's see here. It does seem to be locked by some kind of computer panel. There are lights blinking, and some kind of computer panel, like holographically comes up. It flickers a bit. You could try hack it if you want. Hey, Gideon, you're hearing a terrible racket down the hallway.
I was going to say, do I start hearing more noises after we open the door and make that?
You do, but this time it's the way you came, and you see it's Mr. Shiny going and flowing through like a metal monster.
Shiny about the hole?
He turns himself and himself. He goes, he turns around. Okay, you see there's a force field there holding the water back. It's it's glowing. He goes, he puts his hand into a computer, into like a power line. You see some lightning go. You see a bulkhead slam shut from where you guys came. Then you hear the sound of the water rushing in as he cancels his force field.
I suppose that.
I'm sure it'll work. Okay, back to the guns.
So there's no going back to the.
I was going to say, I suppose that solves one of our problems, but we now have less exits. So okay.
True. Mr. Shiny goes. He turns around, turns his cloak around, rings it out.
Shiny, can you make this open?
He goes to the door. He goes, opens it, goes, he flows in, shapeshifts into an amorphous cloud of pixelated metal, and back into mostly himself, sitting beside Poppy. He goes, starts pressing buttons. It opens up. All the lockers go and open. He goes, he kind of shields Poppy SMG canisters go falling from the roof, hit the back of them. They hit the ground. Luckily, they're all safetied and pretty strong, so none of them go off. Okay, there's a whole bunch of SMGs.
That's great, Shiny. Good job. Okay.
And SMG ammo. There is 12 SMGs, 6 cases of ammo, which have 12 clips each.
Wow. 6 cases, 12 clips. How much in a clip?
20 plasma bullets.
So a lot.
Mr. Shiny goes,
20
How much of it can we carry?
is there
Shiny.
harnesses in this room?
We're not horses.
I mean, the tactical gear that we'd use to like clip them onto yourself. You could carry a couple. No, there's not.
Would
So
it
you
look
could-
good with my outfit? Oh, there's not. It doesn't matter. Okay. Never
No, I'm afraid there's not. There's just SMGs in here, and ammo, spare SMGs and ammo. Mr. Shiny picks one up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, he starts. He's kind of moves his amorphous cloud of pixelated metal over some SMGs, and some of the ammo goes. Now there's half what there was. Yeah.
Well, at least we have a list of what we have. On
Okay,
to the next
so-
stuff.
Suddenly, Mr. Shiny stops. He stands up. His ear goes out. He goes.
We're gonna.
Some red exclamation marks come out. You see, he turns on an audio speaker. You hear, intruder detected. Intruder detected. Release infantry. Roger, Roger.
Oh. Mouth. Okay, guys.
Poppy, there's something coming.
Thanks, Doctor. Okay. Could we close the door? They'll never find us. Well, what are we gonna do? What are they, Shiny? You have access to the computers?
This is their shit, Poppy. If anyone's gonna find us, it would be the people that are definitely better acquainted with the ship than us.
Okay, Mr. Shiny goes. He puts up a hologram. Okay, you guys are in this room right here. If you can see my cursor moving around.
Mm-hmm.
He goes. You see there's 7 red dots going coming this way. And you see there's a red thing going blamp, 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 blinking in room number 20.
I'm gonna kill that Captain Blix, I swear.
But there's 7 coming in your direction. They're passing this Jeffrey's tube now. This turbo lift.
All right.
They're almost just around the corner. You guys are in this room here.
Okay, guns.
Mr. Shiny goes.
Can Blink have 2 SMGs?
Okay, great. Mr. Shiny turns himself into almost like a battle wall for you, with his head in the middle. So there's little ports you can shoot out of, and his SMGs are like mounted like turrets beside his head. He goes, "Plap, plap."
Now, my abilities are in pistol, which is small, correct?
That's handheld, yes.
Which would not be SMG.
You pull your pistol out, you look at it, you're like, oh, my beautiful pistol. You look at the SMG, you're like, nah. Now, the SMG bullets will fit your pistol. So you got plenty of ammo now.
Okay, well, F it, then. Okay.
I can't remember what the minus for using an SMG is when you haven't before. I think it's like minus 20.
There's no point because I'm so proficient in my pistols that I think it would be silly. I have a plus 130 to damage mods in my pistol, so
You are a sharpshooter.
yeah, I am single-minded.
You have literally taken the proficiency single-minded to dump all into your guns.
All right.
Can Gideon take some kind of gun?
Mhm.
Probably not going to be great with it because Gideon doesn't have.
I put the doctor in the hole that Shiny made so that
I was going to say if you guide him to like the right direction, he can hear well
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, okay.
don't back out of the hole.
Until they start shooting, and then you will hear nothing.
Yeah.
It
So
would be like a bunch of flashlights went off, and suddenly all that 3 dimensions you get from the echoes are going to be gone.
So hopefully we're gonna get the first shots because otherwise Gideon cannot hear once the shooting starts. So
Can you explain to me what Shiny has done? Has he blocked the door or
Sure.
gone?
Let me draw it for you. Remember, the thing's on its side. So they're kind of coming from this direction over here. Mr. Shiny on the walker has gone burnt and made kind of like a battle wall for you to all hide behind.
Barricade.
A barricade, yes, with 2 SMGs like this.
Can I sit on the wall?
Sure.
God.
Cool.
Okay, you're sitting on the wall, dangling your feet.
Yeah, dangling feet. That's the funnest part. Energy pistol, I guess, is what I have in my hand.
You'll be looking kind of up at them. If you're looking at it straight on, you're going to be shooting up like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, Gideon, suddenly it's gotten much quieter out there. You're hearing like a clonk, 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 clonk. Obviously, booted footfalls, running in perfect synchronicity, almost like they were trained to march. You could hear servo gears moving. You could hear synthetic fluids moving. You'd obviously tell if synthetic life forms are coming. If you didn't already know, you were in a Guardian ship, and Guardians use robots. You could, it doesn't take a great detective to put that all together. But now they're suddenly being very quiet, although you can still hear them. You can hear like a buzzing field of energy around them, a very slight one, and you can hear them creeping up the corridor.
Without verbally communicating this, Gideon kind of just like points and then like mimes a
They are to the left through the door here, the darkness of the door here.
So Blink is on top of the wall right now.
Yep, Blink's right here.
So just they're kind of a scout. They'll
There's
hold
Gideon.
them first. They're
There's
higher
Poppy.
up. The plan, for the GM's knowledge, is for Blink to shoot at the first person they see and then fall backwards due to the recoil of the gun
Okay.
behind the barrier.
Okay. Here are the grenades. Shiny still hat. Okay. So I have heard Blink's awesome battle plan. What is the battle plan for the rest of you?
Guns out. I think the doctor.
Guns out, bugs out. Perfect.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yep. Shoot first, ask questions. Never.
None of us are great at throwing grenades. We're just as likely to throw them back in our own faces. So I don't feel that
Shiny.
idea.
Is Mr. Shiny good at throwing grenades? He could project them like a grenade launcher.
Okay.
No, that's fair. Can Shiny shoot a grenade through the door?
Mr. Shiny goes.
No, that doesn't mean yes.
His face goes. Grabs a grenade. His face goes on the front.
Oh.
The grenade goes through the open door.
Oh.
Through the open door. Clunk, 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 like that. The oncoming Guardians roll surprise. Grenade. Take cover.
Yeah, there's lots of cover in an elevator shaft.
Yeah, not much. Okay, they go, there's a huge boom, a huge explosion. You're bending metal, smoke and fire comes through the doorway. Okay, boom. Oh, I rolled 12. That's a good. Out of 18, that's good. Okay, boom. It's quiet for a bit. And then you hear a.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Gideon hear anything for the next however long until it comes back?
Get in, you have a minus 120 to hearing.
Okay.
Does everybody take hearing damage from the blast, or just?
I would say you're hearing. You've probably taken about half that.
Okay.
You're deaf
What?
for the first few seconds, but remember, in Gaia, sensory stats heal back per round.
Right, and that's 5 seconds.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going to be deaf for a long time.
Yep, you can hear.
Great idea, guys. Great idea.
It was a confined space. Okay, suddenly,
Wait.
surprise. You were
wait.
surprised when stun grenades get flying through the door.
Oh.
Boy, can Blink try to hit one in the air as it's flying? Because they were trying to hit as first enemy they saw.
Blink. Well, you can roll surprise first. Let's see if you're surprised.
That's danger sense, right?
Yes.
63 out of 95 makes it.
Mine's 246. I rolled a 93.
Okay,
I'll
your
make it.
danger sense is prickling. Just a moment before grenades go flying through the door, they threw in, sadly, 2 grenades.
All right.
Mr. Shiny sees it. Mr. Shiny goes, burp, 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 burp. He is not surprised. He technically, for those of you who are not surprised, you technically get to roll initiative with them.
Okay.
Do we see a hand or something throwing it in? Because I did have my guns drawn. Is there something to shoot at? I guess is my question.
Because they're pushing the round, they get 512 for initiative. If you can shoot that quickly, then yeah, you could take a shot at a hand.
Okay, plus 200 for having my guns drawn. I get 639.
Jeez. Okay.
Single-minded. It's all I do.
This is true. All right.
Damn.
You had a feeling that something was going to happen, and then you looked, and then suddenly you saw this flash, and you could take a shot at it. You've got a minus. It's hitting the hand. You have a minus 120 to the shot.
So I need 300 or...
Okay.
Jeez. Fingers crossed.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Great.
One of them comes out, and you shoot it, and you see there's a spark. Does the grenade go off? 50% chance. I rolled a 75. Grenade doesn't go off, but definitely you hit the hand, and you hear.
I do. Critical damage is 320.
Okay. The hand is gone. The grenade goes flying back. There's a big hole in it. Doesn't work anymore. So only one grenade gets through.
Mag, duck, 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 duck. I don't know what the heck to do with
You have a second gun. You could take a second shot at the grenade flying through the air.
Oh, yeah. What's the minus to that?
That minus is going to be a minus 400.
There's a chance.
Well, minus 400 for you would be what, 100?
No, I said 20. It's 420 is my
I see.
base attack. I do not make it, sadly. However, should I use Lucky SOB now? I get to use it.
I mean, why not? Now's the time, right?
This is a pretty lucky moment.
Okay, I'm going to totally do it.
All right. Lucky SOB is a skill you could take that lets you reroll any failed roll once every game hour. Playing hour, that is. And so
Here, I'll share my screen. So
I'm going to
everyone can
notice
see
the
it.
time it is. And so you can't use one for another hour from now playing. But you get to re-roll that roll. And as per rules of Lucky SOB, we all have to watch you roll, and we have to clap if you make it or boo if you fail.
We're booing Fate, not Poppy. Just to point that out.
That is correct.
So, with a minus 400, my base attack is 400. That means 20. I'm not even going to watch. I'm going to close my eyes. Get ready. Ah!
Oh.
Boo!
Boo. Boo, fate, boo. All right.
Well,
You
it's Renette.
amazingly, you just happen to have your gun pointed in that direction. You saw a hand, you just shot. Boom, you hit it. Then you try to take another shot at the grenade. It ricochets. Pew!
Oh.
And hits Shiny.
What?
Hits the shield he made. But the grenade goes flying. Mr. Shiny goes blurp, blurp. And
Geometry.
makes a force field. The gun and the grenade hits it and goes boom, explodes. So only 75% of it gets through his force field. You all can roll save, which is a dodge, or you can roll your agility.
Agility.
All right, I'm gonna
Agility.
tire.
And that was a crit. 5.
Yeah, how awesome. Here comes my 100. No kidding.
I make it with a 23.
Is that a
I
crit?
rolled a 52, so...
No, it's regular.
Oh, yeah, that's a crit.
Okay, Poppy, you duck down behind the shield and kind of roll back. Blink, Kari goes, "Uh-oh," and you feel this finger push in your chest. You go, poof, you go flying back. And you go roll.
That's fine.
You and Poppy roll far enough back. You don't take any damage. Only the doctor takes 25%,
Sorry,
and then
doctor.
half for that. You take 35 points to all your mental stats.
Cool.
All of us, or just the doctor?
Just the
That's
doctor.
me.
The doctor.
All right.
Only
Oh,
the doctor
doctor.
deserves to get stupider.
As a blue energy goes with electricity, kind of like some kind of weird stun taser grenade goes off. Shiny's orange shield with hexagon goes and blinks.
I roll back as fast as I can to be ready to shoot them because they're going to assume we're stunned. That's what Poppy thinks, anyways.
Yep.
So I want to be there to shoot them.
Okay, you come up with your guns like this, and then they pop up as well. They go fire, fire, fire. You see two of them pop up with pistols.
Fire you.
You could barely see the top of their heads. You see two sets of red eyes, kind of like a black, a metallic, shiny kind of robot head, and holding like two plasma pistols. You kind of hold them up and start firing in the room. Okay, you may roll initiative.
639.
I got 242.
They pop up. You see a head pop up, some hands pop up. Those are perfectly nice targets for you. You will have the same minus 120 to hit anything.
Critical.
On a gun hand or a head?
How many heads and hands are there?
4 hands, 2 heads.
Great! I have a bullet for each of them because I get 6 base attacks.
So what do you hit
critical
first?
Hands. Probably would make more sense. Although heads, then you can't work the hands. So hands. Okay. Critical. 6 criticals, and then I could go into my frenzies.
Okay, you go bang, 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 bang with both your guns. A head comes up as a canoe. Another head comes up as a canoe. You shoot a gun. Another gun comes flying up. You shoot that too.
I thought you meant canoes were coming at us. I'm like, what?
All right, you go back down, blowing on the guns.
I still have 3 frenzy attacks.
There's nothing to shoot.
Ow.
They are quite
You just
hiding.
feel a little frenzied.
Blam, blam. The rest of you go, huh? I guess there's nothing for me to shoot.
30.
Gideon's fine with this. Gideon is still kind of like...
Is there like any more like heads or hands or parts in the door though?
Sure, there's a hand hanging there.
Yeah, Blink's gonna shoot that anyway.
Okay. Cool. You have a minus 120.
All right, that's not gonna work because I think the base skill is 112. Yeah, with a 39 out of -8.
Okay.
There's always the critical hope.
You take your plasma pistol. You go. Pew, it goes bounces off the side, but the gun and the hand go fall into the room. Sorry, says,
Poppy goes.
very good.
Is the doctor still pointing in the right direction? That's also something I keep an
Now
eye
he's
on.
starting to turn towards your direction.
No, doctor! I push back. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Another round passes. Round passes.
Oh, good.
It seems like they're not really sure what to do back there. You can hear them talking on Guardian radio that Mr. Shiny somehow has complete access to.
All right.
They're reinforcements.
Not reinforcements, no. Can I use my psychic whip to...
And you can tell by the radio triangulation and what you're hearing you have, and Mr. Shiny puts up a diagram that there's 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side. You see the grenades go blink, 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 blink on the back of Shiny.
You could throw another grenade.
Can
Reinforcements. Heavy infantry
Shiny
called for.
Shiny Gideon is probably yelling very loudly. Can you cancel the reinforcements? Tell them to stop. That we're
Put up the bulkheads. Put up the bulkheads like you did before, but just like block them from getting here.
Or that would block us off from the rest of the ship, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we'd be prepared.
Mr. Shiny grabs come up. Probably he was saying no to something there. Okay, Mr. Shiny goes, kung, eats another grenade, puts the head on the other side.
Tried and true.
Okay,
Blink covers their ears.
Yeah.
Grenade, take cover. You're not surprised. There's another explosion. Kaboom! Mr. Shiny goes, the grenades are blinking.
Maybe I'll try dominating them.
Why do you say it like that?
I was just gonna test the GM's reaction to that idea, but it was neutral. So hey, I'm gonna try dominating them.
There we go.
Okay, how hard can it be to dominate a robot?
Right.
You've done it before.
I'm sure I thought about it maybe once. Shiny wouldn't do something for me.
One time in college, like
Yeah.
Strategic withdrawal. Strategic withdrawal. Okay, they start to strategically withdraw.
Uh-oh, that means they're making a strong place. Yeah, I'm gonna try to dominate one quickly before they go. Do I have a
All
minus?
three of them are going down in that direction, like that.
I have a question. Can if you manage to dominate them, could you make that robot say like, "Oh hey, never mind, it's chill," and like,
That's what I'm hoping.
cool, okay, just making sure I'm on board. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, you see
Same plan, doctors.
Poppy kind of close her eyes and focus. You see just white kind of light comes out from her eyes and out of her mouth a little bit.
Gross.
Mr.
Okay.
Shiny
While
goes,
she's bombing.
okay, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 93. My attempt score is 196.
Okay, critical. And you're contacting how many minds?
Just one. I just need one to tell everybody to bleed.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
He goes, wait a minute, something's happening.
No.
He rolls 90. That does not help. Okay, he goes,
So I was successful?
power down. All clear, all clear.
Yeah, there's nothing to see here.
It's fine.
Okay, what do the other two do? The other two go,
We are not the pirates you're looking for.
the other two go, reinforcements.
No.
Call medium infantry. The other one says, power down, all clear. Malfunction. Okay, this one starts to proceed to,
Okay, I want the
repair.
one. What?
Because
I
it's
want-
malfunctioning.
No, he's not malfunctioning. He's totally good. I want him to look in the room and be like, that he checked, report back in robot lingo that he checked the room and it's all clear.
Okay. He tries to resist you. Okay, he goes,
This can work, guys. This can be great.
okay, you see a robot go, you see two
Don't
hands.
shoot him. Don't shoot him.
You see the floor eyes. Face comes up.
Oh.
Has glowing red eyes.